Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. I hope you enjoyed your holiday festivities, but now we have to get right back to talking about video games. 2020 is going to be a bumper year for video games, and it all kicks off with January's offerings. Here's 5 games worth your attention over the first month of 2020. And once again, I found a free-to-play game for us all to enjoy together. So if you're ready, let's do this. Any Dragon Ball fans in the house? On January 17th, you'll be able to get your hands on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In this one, you'll be reliving the life of Goku, which means epic battles time and time again. But Kakarot goes beyond fighting and lets us experience everyday activities from catching and eating fish to exploring the world. So yeah, it's a role-playing game. One of the key selling points will be very pleasing to Dragon Ball fans, in which never-seen-before story moments will have answers to some of your burning questions when it comes to Dragon Ball lore. Kakarot is set up in a way which will please the hardcore fans, but is also open enough for newcomers, like me, to finally understand what the heck is going on. So one day we will be able to understand the argument about this word. Is it pronounced Kamehameha or Kamehameha? Let me know if you'd like some gameplay on the channel. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot releases on January 17th on PS4, Xbox One and PC. Next on the list is a game which arrived a year ago, Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, January 23rd sees the DLC expansion Remind release. Did you know that this RPG franchise has been going for 18 years thus far, with 13 iterations and remixes? Pretty damn impressive. Well, on his way to rescue Kairi at the end of the main quest, Sora travels to the Keyblade Graveyard to discover the 7 Guardians of Light. The gameplay loop remains the same, with an additional storyline, a new episode, 13 bosses to battle, a secret episode to discover, a new slideshow feature, and a premium menu for new gameplay challenges to give Kingdom Hearts further replayability, and a difficulty setting too to push you to breaking point. Oh, and there's also a new form for your Keyblades, Oathkeeper and Oblivion. If more Kingdom Hearts 3 is what you need in your life, then grab it on January 23rd on PS4. 1 month later, the Xbox One gets it. It's another one of those timed exclusives. Sorry about that, Xbox fam. So if you're here for the free game this month, let's cover it now. Back when the Battle Royale boom took over the entire gaming world, many developers tried to take the game genre in different directions. Over the past year, the Darwin project has been in test status on PC and Xbox. Well, get this, in January the game goes into full release on PS4, Xbox One and PC. So let's break it down. This version of Battle Royale is the closest to the Hunger Games you can imagine. 10 players armed with a bow and axe fight to the death, while attempting to stay alive in the environment. Crafting, staying warm by fires, and those sorts of RPG elements are in abundance here. So why only 10 players? Well, in most Battle Royale games, the early parts are quite boring because we're all collecting loot and materials. Then the game springs into life and becomes interesting in the final circles. Well, in the Darwin project, you are always in a top 10 scenario. I don't want to dwell too much on these points right now because I have a dedicated video coming in a few weeks. But here's the best and worst part, proximity chat. You can hear your opponents and talk to them. This is great for trash talking, but it's also terrible for trash talking. I honestly can't wait to make a video about this. Just like the Hunger Games, the zone shrinks over time and forces players to fight one another. And wait, there's one more important, unique element, an 11th player. Their job is to run the show. They are the director. Once again, just like the Hunger Games. They can help you, they can hinder, they can pass across abilities. One of them is called telepathy, which lets the player talk to the entire group, the entire lobby. So prepare for more trash talking, or in my scenario, I'll be shouting out all my social details. Discord.gg/grenade. You should join. You should totally join. The Darwin Project devs are on winter break at the moment, so I couldn't get a specific release date other than January as a whole. But rest assured, I'll give you more info as soon as I know it. As a random stab in the dark, I'll say it will release on January the 23rd. That is a real random guess. So now, most people have clicked off this video because the free game has been and gone, so let's crack on. I gotta admit, January is a pretty weak month. How about a tennis simulator? AO Tennis 2 is the official tie-in for the Australian Open, which also happens in January, did you know, each year. Visually, all the licenses are here. Training gear, manufacturers, advertising on every single wall. It's like the real event. If you played the original, the real improvement is the mo-capping of each player, meaning every single player swings the racket as they would do in real life. No generic strokes here. Realism is the way to go in AO Tennis. Tennis video games have quite a niche audience, but hopefully this was useful to someone. AO Tennis 2 drops on January 9th on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and Switch too. And finally, have a look at this. Journey to the Savage Planet. This is described as an upbeat co-op adventure in which you will encounter weird and wonderful creatures, like a farting bird. It's true. As an employee of Kindred Aerospace, which is the 4th best interstellar exploration company by the way, you are tasked with travelling the galaxy and finding new places. The game retails at half the price of a typical game, making this much more affordable after the pounding your wallet took over Christmas. If I had to describe it, I'd say it has many similarities to No Man's Sky, but after 20 hours in that game it became extremely somber and quite depressing, so I can see why this game is trying to push upbeat as a prominent part of their advertising. There are also gunplay mechanics here, enemies to fight and platforming elements too, but everything remains light-hearted throughout. If this is your jam, pick up Journey to the Savage Planet on January 28th on PS4, Xbox One and PC via the Epic Store. So there we have it, 5 new games that release in January. Do any float your boat? I got to admit, I am looking forward to the Darwin project, I really am. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade, all the best for 2020, make this your year. I'll see you soon.